Hello again and welcome back to Star Trek Online. So, we are about to, essentially, speak with and work with the, Temporal Prime Directive people to do something. We'll find out more when we get there, so... And apparently we're starting off on the ground, so... Let's see what we got. We were invited to, we were basically chosen to be the representative of our time for whatever thing the, Temporal agency requested of us. Starfleet Temporal... it might be Starfleet. We assume it's Starfleet, but it might be a completely separate entity. Essentially, the Temporal, Office of Temporal Affairs, or whatever they call it, in the show, Temporal Agency... I don't remember. That's a familiar-looking ship.
Report to the USS Postok.
Hello. All right.
It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm glad you were selected as your time's representative. I can't imagine a better selection. Of course, I already knew you were going to be chosen, but that doesn't change my appreciation. Your recent experiences with time travel have begun a new phase of development, and a perilous one at that. Understanding the rules of time travel is of vital importance.
Alright, tell me about the Temporal Prime Directive.
Starfleet personnel are strictly forbidden from directly interfering with historical events, and are required to maintain the timeline when possible. We're also restricted from revealing too much about the future. These principles have served Starfleet well. Now that the time travel genie is out of the bottle, it'll be hard to get it back in. The tech will spread through the galaxy, and species after species will learn the secrets of time.
I've seen that firsthand several times. Today you'll be going to the signing of the Temporal Accords. It's an honor you've earned as an agent, and I think it's important that you see for yourself what the work of the Alliance will lead to, and how important it is to future civilizations. Thank you, it's an honor.
Are you ready to visit the future?
Take me to the future. Here we go. Why did we need to make 2 portals? That seems excessive.
Welcome to New Kittimer.
New Kittimer. Oh, this is an impressive space station.
Here we are. Since you're from the past, I'll be your chaperone during the event, hopefully protecting you from any temporal incidents. Purely procedural, of course. You've already demonstrated your ability to remain silent about things you aren't supposed to know.
Acknowledged. Oh, let me speak with this person, the attendant.
Welcome, gentle being, to the signing of the Temporal Accords. Your biosigns aren't listed on our register today. I'll need to... Wait, I know you. I wrote a paper about you in classical history class at the Academy. I must say, you look much younger than your holo images. Wait, what year did you come from?
2410.
Oh, that explains why you look so young. Well, you sure have an eventful future ahead of you. Forget I said that. I'm not supposed to say things like that. To be honest, I'm still getting used to the new temporal regulations. They can be a little confusing. Anyway, the TIC crews are scrubbing the hall for anything that might cause a paradox if visitors from the past, like yourself, encounter them. It will be just a few moments.
Very well.
Perhaps you would like to chat with some of our other guests here in the lobby. I believe they have all been cleared for trans-temporal interactions. I'm sure you'll have plenty to talk about.
Indeed, thank you. Alright, let's speak with this handsome-looking Klingon person, Lieutenant Kuan.
Come on. What do you require?
Who are you?
I am Lieutenant Quan of Klingon
Quan.
Temporal Intelligence. The KTI devotes a portion of its efforts to monitoring the time stream and dealing with time criminals. We investigate threats to the Empire in the past and in the future. Of late, we've been forced to spend much of our time cleaning up the mess left behind by the House of Bavat.
Why are you here?
I suspect that you and I are here for the same reason, to witness the signing of the Temporal Accords. Most Temporal agents watch holo recordings of the event, but the three of us were given the honor of witnessing it in person.
I need nothing else from you. Okay.
The Nakul are here to
Nakul.
protest the signing of these unlawful, biased accords.
Why?
The Tholians ravaged our homeworld thanks to the Federation's ineptitude. In one dark moment, my people were scattered throughout the stars. All we were, our history, our way of life, was nearly lost. And when we needed the Federation the most, we were denied. Terrorists, they called us. Criminals, the dregs of the galaxy. These words, these deeds will never be forgotten or forgiven.
I'm not sure what the tragedy of the past has to do with today's events.
Today, the Federation and their lackeys come to tell the galaxy which timeline is best and what they'll do to keep it that way. But who are they to dictate such terms? To tell us that their history is more important than ours?
So you would risk the so you would change the past despite the risks? You could undo your own existence, a valid question and one worthy of debate? Where they're the victors and the victors write history, do they not? Valid question and one worthy of debate.
Attention all guests. The main hall is now open. Please make your way to your seats.
Alrighty then. Goodbye, protester. And to the amazing view. Master of Ceremonies. Wait. Speak to observers first. Wow, lots of observers. Let's see, Kobali observer?
We Kobali are quite thankful to see the Accords go into effect. Many who disagree with our customs could be tempted to return to a point in time where those customs could be disrupted permanently.
Indeed, no one here is without an enemy that would see them erased from time. Cooperative.
Have a checkered past when it comes to time travel, particularly where the Federation is concerned. Thankfully, we've had the chance to make amends. The Cooperative is proud to be a part of today's proceedings.
As am I, it's quite an honor. Surprised everyone is going along on this, to be honest. As am I, it's quite the honor. Alright, let's talk with all of you. Federation Ambassador.
You're
Klingon.
uniform. 25th century, correct? You're definitely a visitor from the past, and an honored one at that. Welcome to the 28th century. I hope you'll enjoy seeing what your work and sacrifice has wrought.
Thank you for the honor. Make these accords work and you'll honor me quite nicely. Frangie.
These accords are going to provide quite the opportunity for historical studies of economic matters. I hear the Grand Nagus is going to formally announce several new temporal rules of acquisition soon. I hope at least one of them covers going back in time to beat someone to a deal.
Hopefully in a way that prevents such activities. Or one that replaces the rules of acquisition entirely. Alright, Lucari Ambassador.
Greetings. Pardon me for saying so, but you look very familiar. Have we met before? Wait, I remember you from my history studies. You saved our homeworld. There's a statue in your honor in the capital city on Lucari Prime. Oh, wait. That's already happened for you, right? Oh, good. Woo! Just my luck to cause a paradox here, today. Can you imagine?
That would be a little awkward, yes. Being the first violator of the Accords would be unwise. We'll go with a little awkward. And now the Orion Observer.
I am reminded of a quote from ancient Earth. And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
An interesting perspective. Alexander should have looked to the stars. Plenty there to conquer. Alright. Next. The Nakul representative, of course.
The Nakul are not here to sign these accords. We have already been victims of time-traveling aliens. But somehow this incursion into the timeline has been overlooked. Perhaps because of its importance to the founding of the Galactic Union. We proposed an amendment to restore our homeworld in the timeline, but it was rejected. Therefore we are here, with all eyes of the galaxy upon us, to point out the hypocrisy and unlawfulness of these accords.
I see. I suspect your protest will fall on deaf ears today. I wish I could say them both. Alright, Cardassian.
I must say, I am privileged to witness this historic event. Truly it is a singular honor. I'm humbled, as I'm sure you are as well.
Indeed, we'll be seeing history in the making today. Alright, Zindi.
The Zindi are no strangers to temporal affairs. The tragic conflict with Earth in the 22nd century and our manipulation by the Sphere Builders are matters of deep shame for us all. We support the Accords with the hope that they will prevent such tragedies from this day forth.
A worthy goal. Alright. Breen.
I cover the cowards on me. The greed and heresy have eyes on pain at present, rather than the memory of the past, and dream of the future.
I'm sure your support of the Accords is appreciated. Agreed, I like your approach. I'm not that ruthless. See, Deferi?
While the Accords promise to safeguard the time stream for us all, I can't help but ponder the opportunities for temporal abuse that will remain after they are signed. I fear great imbalance could occur, despite the very good intentions of all the signatories involved.
You make a good point. Enforce the Accords properly and that won't be a problem. You make a good point. Tholians?
The Tholian Assembly has decided to support the Accords. We are concerned that a rogue individual or species could disrupt our development. The Accords do not go far enough. We want to end all time travel. For any reason, we will continue to lobby for change, aggressively. Should the Union fail to preserve the timeline, the Assembly will succeed by any means necessary. That is all.
Okay then. It must be your friendly nature. It must be your friendly nature that got you selected as an ambassador. Ah, Tholian diplomacy at its finest. We'll go the not Will Riker route. Dominion.
I am honored by the Founders and pleased to observe this most historic event. Although the Dominion was not greatly affected by the development of time travel, we have an interest in safeguarding the time stream.
That's good to hear. Time travel, a weapon even the Founders fear. Interesting. And the Romulans.
Jolan True, you are from the past. From before the time the Romulans joined the Federation, I'll wager. How strange all of this must be for you. The entire galaxy unites in preserving the timeline. This is truly a momentous day for all.
Indeed it is. Yes, we'll see how long these Accords last, though. I'm not going to be the pessimist. Right, we've spoken with all the optional delegates. Now for the Master of Ceremonies.
Well, one of our very special guests. It is so nice to meet you. I am Wixit, your humble Master of Ceremonies for this historic event. Quite an honor, wouldn't you say? So exciting! This ceremony is about to begin, so you should find your seat. But I'd love to chat with you after the signing.
I'm looking forward to it.
Delegates and honored guests, your attention please. The signing ceremony is about to begin. Please take your seats.
Alright, my seat is over here. Next to the not cool. Here we go.
Representatives from dozens of species have gathered to witness this historic event. It looks like they are getting ready to begin the formal signing. Of course, this is largely ceremonial. The negotiation... Wait, there is some kind of disturbance.
This oppression will not stand. The time stream shall be free. We will liberate the galaxy from the tyranny of the Temporal Accords. We shall wipe the stain of the Federation from history.
Quick, get the delegates to safety.
Too late.
Them are taking the delegates hostage.
Oh, that's not good.
The Krenim have grabbed the delegates and are holding them hostage in some nearby offices. This is damn peculiar. We're facing a major temporal flux here. The hostiles have neutralized embassy security, but it looks like they weren't expecting us to be here. It's up to us to rescue the delegates.
Acknowledged. Alright. Oh. Hi there. Let me use this on you. Yeah, that's right. Attack your buddies. We appreciate it. Oh. Nope. Too late.
More Krenim beaming in.
More Krenim. Alright. Take out the Krenim. We definitely want to take out the technician.
Neutralize them as quickly as possible. We need to save those delegates.
Let me free. Oh, that's our shield generator. Goodbye, Krenim Ensign. Alright, get rid of the researcher, please. There we go.
The Krenim are holding us hostage in the embassy offices. Please, anyone, help!
We're on our way. Don't worry. 3 remaining Krenim rescue delegates. Okay.
The Krenim are holding us hostage, requesting immediate assistance.
We're on our way. Oh, you damn. Those mines weren't ours. Alright, take you out.
Resist, and your safety cannot be guaranteed.
They're trying to curry favor. By showing that none of these delegates are safe. Alright, let's see here. Beam out Dominion
You
Observer.
shall live to serve the Founders another day. My thanks to you, of course.
You're welcome. Oh, and, okay, so it just beams them all out. So you get to decide who you speak with. Alright, here we go. Alright, researcher, you're mine. Meanwhile, my solar beam is basically destroying everyone else. Alright. Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, we can only talk to the Lucari. Alright.
You saved my world. And now you saved me. I'm beginning to like you.
The feeling's mutual, Ambassador. Stay safe. Alright, so only one delegate out of however many are in these locations is someone you can speak with. Yeah, hit him from orbit. There we go. There it is. Okay, take all the items. Oh, that's what's been dropping. It must be a special weekend this weekend, because the items that are dropping are dilithium. It's dilithium, so that's why, is that it's a special weekend. Okay, looks like the Krenim are really taking it to whoever they're fighting against in here. The fact that there's no one in the hallway is quite unfortunate. Come here, you. At least these delegates are fighting back, which makes sense. It's the Klingon delegate and it's all the angry... Oh! The Zindi. Interesting.
It was a good day to die for the Krenim.
Well said, Ambassador. Kapla. Alright, here we go. This should be the last of them. Why are friendly mines hitting us? I'm gonna do this. They're not friendly mines. They surrounded our enemies with mines, and I just happened to be walking into the mines. I assumed that they were friendly mines because they were next to the friends. The Fury.
I thought my life path was at an end. My thanks for proving me wrong.
You're welcome.
This wasn't supposed to happen. History says the Accords were signed and there was no mention of an attack.
We should return to our ships and see if we can help with the defense efforts. Okay, off we go.
Those look like Krenim ships.
And they're attacking in force. We've got to stop them before they disrupt the timeline any further. Acknowledged.
This conference will not continue. I won't abide it. All ships fire at will. Leave no survivors.
No survivors, huh? Let's bring in the board askew. Let's upgrade all of our people. Alright.
I recognize that ship.
Yeah, they recognize me, huh?
Oh no. Not this time. This time, you will not prevail. Taste the bitter dregs of failure.
I'm not gonna be tasting anything. Okay, where are my ships? There they are. Take it out. Ooh, hold on there, Slick. Okay, it looks to me like pretty much all of my little ships are Hangar Pat's weapons have been upgraded to Temporal. If only because of the whole rainbow glowiness. Alright, here we go. And away we go. I've only been having to fight one ship at a time. I was saying that because I was gonna summon more of these things, but I was like, what's the point if we're only fighting one ship at a time?
The Nakul have used the Krenim attack as a cover to attack the temporal sensor array. All our forces are tied up fighting the Krenim. We can't afford to lose that array. It monitors the time stream for incursions. If it were damaged, people could travel into the past without being detected. Curious. The Krenim and Nakul vessels have started fighting each other in the confusion. Let's make the most of that, shall we?
Understood. Helm, set an intercept course. Alright, we're going that way. Now we should definitely summon some stuff. Alright, here we go. Fade out of existence and back in. Here we go. Let's upgrade everybody. Let's do this. We'll take the extra stuff. We'll do that. Gotta destroy the distortion before we can destroy the actual ship. Also, I should definitely get out of this field. No, too late. Right. So that's the kind of ship that I was hoping to get from the recent package, the one that does the whole extra ship, phantom ship, etc. Okay, where are we going now? I think it's towards this antenna. Yeah, we're heading towards the temporal sensor array. So that's gotta be this. Alright. And we are fighting. We are fighting dreamers.
You've got the Krenim on the run over here. Stay focused on the array.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, see, as long as the distortion exists, you can't get through their shield. It's a pretty ingenious way of, preventing damage. What the?
We've cleared out most of the Krenim ships. Engaging Anoraks now. The more the merrier.
You got it. We're going after the Anoraks. KIV Anoraks. Let me cloak. Fire! Alright, I should get rid of the Krenim frigate before I focus on the Anoraks. Because I don't want them boosting the Anoraks' abilities. Come at me, bro. Oh yeah, we could do that.
Time ship project, if memory serves.
Yes, he helped us against the Iconians. You remember Noi? The meme guy from, building the Anoraks to defeat the Iconians?
I thought as much. Something must have disturbed the timeline. I'm afraid you will need to return to your own time to investigate. I'll accompany you, but I can't interact with anybody from your time. I'll open a portal when you're ready.
We're ready, Captain. Engage. Alright, so, brief recap. The Noi is essentially attacking the Accords using temporal related stuff. He's upset for some reason, which we kinda know why, but It'll be recapped for us soon, I believe.
You are cleared for docking.
Supervisor Trill.
Back to Kiana. We hadn't expected to see you again so soon. To what do we owe the pleasure?
I have some questions about Noi.
Noi? Well, he's been working on some secret project of late. To be honest, he's been more than a little hostile. And that's saying something for Noi. I was about to check in with him. If you would like to accompany me.
Lead on, Supervisor. There he is.
Oh, it's you. I thought I'd seen the last of you after you flew off to your great victory over the Iconians. Well, what do you want? I'm very busy.
What are you working on?
Come now, you can read, can't you? Access my latest report to command if you want to know what I'm working on. Feel free to waste the time of the charming bureaucrat standing next to you, but I'll thank you to stop wasting mine. Now, if this interrogation is over, I've more important matters to attend to. Good day.
Charming as always. It's one of your better qualities.
Like I said, more than a little hostile. He's been like this for some time now, and no one's sure why.
We have reason to believe he may be plotting treason. Would it be possible to see what he was working on?
Treason? Noi? I mean, sure, he's been difficult to work with, but... Oh, I hope you're wrong. Noi has top-level access to everything we're working on here. I don't need to tell you how much damage that could do in the wrong hands. Let me call up his files.
Thank you, Supervisor.
He was working on the Anoraks. Wait a minute. It looks like he was accessing the launch protocols and docking clamp.
And sabotaged. And more sabotage. This is bad.
I see you found my farewell gift, Tralla. I'm so glad. As for you, I'm taking command of the Anoraks now. I can see that bothers you greatly. So will the numerous bombs I've left behind.
Ah, crap. Alright, disarm the charges. We're not gonna let this entire facility go up in flames. Disarm the charges, disarm the charges. Where are the charges? We're all gonna die! Alright. Don't panic. Why am I the only one that can disarm the bombs? There's people literally walking past them. There goes the Anoraks. Oh, I've got to revive the supervisor. You're okay. He got away, but we managed to not blow this facility up.
Noi stole the Anoraks? I can't believe it. How could he do such a thing? What drove him to betray us like this?
Maybe there's a clue in his personal logs.
There's only one way to find out. Computer, bring up the research notes and personal logs of researcher Noi. Authorization Tralla 23, Victor 6 Sigma.
Thank you, Supervisor. Probably don't want to be using the console that blew up.
Please input your selection below.
Log CJY043.
Personal log supplemental.
There it is.
Visitors from the Alliance today. Noi was rather rude to them, but I managed to smooth things over. This time. Still, he has good reason to be stressed. The war isn't going well, and there's a lot of pressure on him right now. He could be a bit more agreeable, however. Perhaps a peace offering. Those Terran snack cakes he's so fond of with the... what is the word? Nougat. I tried to tell him about the baby again last night.
Baby!
But he was so stressed out. I just couldn't add to his burden. Hopefully things will calm down a bit soon and I can tell him. On a positive note, my work is progressing quite well. I believe these logs should now be shielded from any kind of temporal incursion.
Return to route.
Please input your selection below.
So, Noi found out that he had a wife, and he found out that he had a baby. Or that they were going to have a baby.
Personal log, supplemental. My review of the time capsule files is complete. What I have learned has shocked me to the very core of my being. I had a wife, and she was pregnant. My wife and unborn child were murdered by the Federation and their allies. They devastated my people, murdered my family, and erased an entire species from time and space. I cannot let this stand. This I vow. I shall not rest until I have restored my family or avenged their deaths. Time itself shall be the instrument of my vengeance.
Of course. So you've sworn vengeance.
Please input your selection below.
NDZ-187.
Personal log, supplemental. At last, I have found them, the Tutarians. Or rather, what they have become. Some of them managed to escape the treachery of the Federation, finding sanctuary in a trans-dimensional void. They are powerful. So powerful that some primitive species worship them like gods. And yet, they are trapped in their realm, no longer able to exist within prime space. But I can help them. I can release them from Duran's vial. With these builders at my side, I shall have my vengeance for Clouda.
Alright. Download logs.
Download complete.
Alright.
What the? We're under attack!
Of course we are. Why wouldn't he come back to a fight?
Noi has returned, and he's made a number of potent modifications to his ship. We could use some help up here with him and his allies.
Let's do it. Okay, so now we know that Noi has found out about his lost wife and unborn child, that they were lost to the time stream, and that it was the Federation's fault for being a little too rash about changing the timeline. He's decided to blame Starfleet for everything that happened to him, since he was already blaming them anyway. So yeah, it's not looking very good. Alright, let's get it together. Come on, load in, there we go.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. At last, I take the first fateful steps upon my path of vengeance.
But I just saw you. Where did you get your allies? What have you done to the Anoraks? They'll be your last if you're not careful. Stand down.
As always, your thinking is so limited. For you, it has been moments. But for me, it has been years. Years of planning, building, all to return to this moment in time. To end you.
This doesn't have to happen, Noi.
Oh, but it does, believe me. You took them. My wife, my unborn child. Time was your weapon then, and it is mine now. With it, I will eradicate your wretched alliance, just as you wiped the Tutarians from history. But first things first. It's time for you to die.
Let's see, you're better than this, Noi. Stand down. I don't think so. You're a scientist, not a starship captain. Give it up now.
This is Walker. We've got our hands full with Noi over here, but we'll keep him busy while you defend the station. We could use a hand once it's secure, though. Anorax packs quite a punch.
Acknowledge, Pastok. Alright, so we're defending the station. Alright, let's upgrade everybody. Let's do this. If you're gonna use an AoE, I'm gonna use an AoE. There we go. Make it stop.
Definitely isn't the same Anorax we left a few minutes ago.
Of course not. There's a Krim warship happening, heading towards the station. Oh, I should have cloaked. That's alright. Whoa, you're moving quick. Come on, take him out. Go next. Ah, now we're gonna join the fight. Alright, let's do what we always do. First we'll grab the speed upgrade. Now we'll cloak. Aim for the battleship first. Decloak and fire. Summon the Bortisque. And let's take out the Anorax. The Anthrax. Whoa. Gotta stop doing that. And he escapes into time. And we follow. Can't escape this time. Location unknown. Date unknown. Power Master, we've been pulled into the time stream with the Anorax. We can't let her escape. Target her engine section and disable the main drive. Sir, I have locked our heading. Trying to change direction while in temporal transit could be disastrous. Yes, it could. Alright. Whoa. Fire. Here we go. Alright. Just keep firing. There we go. And knock them out of the temporal field. Or they're gonna knock me out of the temporal field. Yeah, we got knocked into the wrong location, or the wrong time. Or we're on repeat. We're on repeat.
Oh, there you are. I thought we'd lost you. What happened to Noi?
He disrupted our warp field and made his escape in the chaos.
Damn. A rogue agent out there with a ship like the Anorax is a real big problem. One step at a time. Let's get you back to the 25th century once you're ready for the trip.
Alright. Depart system. Okay, so we lost him to the time stream, but we made it back home safely thanks to the Pastorat. And that's where we're gonna end this episode. As soon as he gives us our debrief.
So, Noi turned against us, huh? This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anorax, he poses a great threat to the galaxy. Sadly, I don't think we've seen the last of him. The surprise actions of the Nakul are also a concern. What could they be up to, I wonder? Regardless, I think you'll agree. The battlefield just got a lot bigger.
Yeah, it did. I love how you have the voice of, the Federation, Vice Admiral. Let's see. 2 ship pass tokens and an Admiralty ship. We're gonna grab it.
Serve the Empire well.
We got the pass deck.
The data from the future that you provided has made it clear. We need to form a stronger alliance with the major galactic factions. To that end, we're sending delegates to the First Alliance Summit. This could be the beginning of a new age, and your presence there could ensure the summit's success. Meet our delegation at the embassy on New Romulus.
Elegant jacket, nice. Ah, these are the cool weapons and shield stuff. So this shield will actually do what you want it to do if you have, time slip. Summons a level 60 distortion for 10 seconds. You are immune to all damage and invisible to enemies while the distortion is active. So yeah, if you want to make it a cool build, this is the mission you gotta go on. And what's enhanced crawler mine do? No, I can't look at it right now. Alright. Alright, gaming, thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!